Testing, testing. Hopefully my audio is coming through okay. There we go. This is going to be, welcome to the stream. This is going to be the first of many, hopefully, art streams on Walternet Games YouTube channel. I've been meaning to do these for a while, but it's the setup, the time, and everything to get set up. So this will be the first. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully everything's working okay. But we'll find out. If anyone's watching, please let me know if the audio sounds okay, etc. Actually, I'm going to send a message out to my gaming partner. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's do this. We're going to do some tileable textures today. I used to do a thing every week called Texture Tuesday, where I would do a tileable texture map, just a speed texture in Photoshop. I can find my pen, find everything I need here. And I have a hard time if I don't have my Wacom pen. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? This is all part of me being prepared. Got my tablet. And I don't have a pen. We're going to be dead in the water if I can't find my pen. Oh, I found it. Okay. All right, also worth noting, you can check out Bricks Over Blocks. It's going to be released on Steam. It's the indie game that my team and I have been working on hard for the last few months. We're excited to release it. It's going to be amazing. Game of the Year edition. That's what we're going for. All right, here we go. Let's make sure my Wacom tablet is working okay. I'm also going old school with my tablet. This is the Intuos 5. It's going to be sitting in my lap. Got my pen, keyboard. I think we're ready to go. Ignore all that pop-up stuff. So we are going to crack open Photoshop. And we're going to create a 512 by 512 texture. Let's go to new file. Here we go. And we're going to try 512 by 512. Hit create, bada bing, bada boom. We now have a texture to draw on. Garn, how's it going? Hey, Garn, this is for you. We're going to do some tileable textures today. Consider this your lecture. So Garn, since you're hanging out with me, if you're still here, one of the things I've been wanting to do for a while on Walternet Games is more like tutorial type stuff. More lessons, some kind of insights into the game development and all that good stuff. One thing I used to do years ago was, I actually started this while I was at Disney. It was called Texture Tuesday. And every Tuesday I would take an hour and make a tileable texture, just as some random thing. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start. I'm just going to hold shift. We're just going to use our paintbrush tool. And we're going to just do this messy. I should find some reference images though. I actually don't want to do a brick today, but I'm going to because it's a great way to start. Actually, I like some of these, just looking at some references, I like some of these stone ones where you have different sizes. So we're going to try this. We're going to try something different. We'll start out with, let's start out with a brick shape. Why aren't you painting? Huh. Oh, that's why. It's because it's painting white. Just going to start with standard brick shape. Let's just do this. And let's, before we even start, I'm going to do, I'm just going to fill with a 50% gray. Could even do a 25%. We're going to start with 50% gray. Here we go. Now we can still see on top of it. Keep it simple. All right, let's do this. Let's just start with a square brick. And I think we need a couple of these. We're just going to play it by ear. We're going to see how it goes. Do not want that. What else should we do? Let's do another one up here. Maybe this shape. We're going to get them all to fit in. Was disable this key shortcut in ease of access. Do you want sticky keys? No, I don't want sticky keys. It's disable, it's sticky keys. It is off. Okay, whatever. Whatever, sticky keys. Okay, we're just playing this by ear here, guys. We're trying to figure out a pattern we want to play with. I'm actually going to offset it already. So we use offset 112 pixels to just change the offset of the whole thing. I want to make another one that same size, like right up here. This could be a disaster. We're just going to go with it. Offset it again. Stop it. Just stop it, dude. I'm gonna offset it again, see how it looks. I think I'm just gonna keep the two big ones, maybe. This is gonna be weird. Bigger rectangle, maybe. Just a hop. Hates me. Someone can tell me how to disable that permanently. I'd be appreciative. All right. Don't know how I'm going to fill in this gap. We'll figure it out. Let's offset it again. We're going to do a really long one. No! I don't like the way this looks. Not happy with this, but we're going to keep going. We're going to press forward. We might just do standard bricks if I get super sick of this. Okay, we're going to do this. Okay, here we go. Dude, I get it, Garn. No worries, man. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, Garny. I hate this part. I really hate it. So I'm going to make this brick bigger. Just going to start filling in the blanks. Interesting, this offset here. Change it. I'm going to keep it sloppy. Keep things sloppy. We're running out of time here. We only have so much time to make this. Let's just do this. Fill them all in. This one we'll make smaller. Did not mean to do that. This is the problem with doing a live demo, is it looks really bad. I'm probably gonna mess up the whole thing. That's okay. This is these are just meant to be practices. I'm going to this. We're gonna keep changing these brick shapes until we kind of like them, until they start to break up these patterns. Put one here. Well, that one's just gonna be crooked. All right, let's do this. Just make him imperfect. It's the only way to do it. Okay. Actually, really dislike this, the whole thing. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to just, I'm gonna start over. We're just gonna go standard bricks, I think. Let's mess this up. Let's leave this stuff, let's leave the old stuff on as kind of a texture. Leave that on there. And now we will just do, we're going back for our first one. We're going back in time. We're just gonna try and just do regular bricks. Keep all our old pattern there. Let's try this. This doesn't work, we'll fix it. Keep rolling. Yep, we have an issue up here. Already have an issue, we'll fix it. See where this one needs to be here. Means the whole thing is the wrong shape. So I think what I'm going to do, scale the whole thing. So actually, we want a little bit more space here. See if we can't fix this. This is the messed up part, though. The whole thing's messed up. This is the messed up bit. So let's offset it once more. This is the part. We want it to go like that, and like that. Maybe we can fix this. Let's try. Maggie, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We are just goofing around in Photoshop today because we have some issues. We're going to fix this. Free transform. Here we go. Basically, you need to erase a section of brick. That. And that. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. Or we could have shrunk him down. All right, that feels pretty good. Okay, we've fixed it. We've fixed our problem. We keep all the messy stuff. All right, so this is the start of our bricks. Finally. Finally, we only have an hour to do this, so mistakes are fine. Let's draw these lines across again. Kind of like it when I accidentally make those horizontal lines. One thing I could probably do for the vertical stream too is I could probably make it so you can see more. Let's do this. There we go. Next step someday is going to use something like Substance Painter on these, but in the meantime, here we go. Did not mean to keep making those marks. It's all good. Garn says there has to be something better than Photoshop. There is 100%. There are a lot of different applications that do this better. Partly Garn. This is like the old school method that I first learned on. Absolutely, Substance Painter and Designer can automatic wrap these too, and fix a lot of them. So there is. What I like to do is teach these older methods. I think there is an art to it that you can learn. I was actually chatting with one of the artists at Gearbox yesterday. The problem is that a lot of the newer apps are so good at what they do that the artists stop learning like how to do it, if that makes sense. And so, yeah, there are better apps. They're better, faster, stronger, absolutely, than Photoshop. And I'm kind of horking it up too. So this is hopefully the first of many of these streams I'll do, but I'm definitely not at my peak right now. Things always mess up when you go live and teaching. And if I could figure out how to turn off these, okay. Shift key 5. That's a problem. I'm hitting the shift key 5 times apparently. Lets you use the shift, control, alt, or window keys by pressing one key at a time. Freaking garbage, man. I feel like I need to maybe press a different button in between. Or just stop using that. Stop using the shift key. Derek says audio's good. Derek, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, bricks are super boring, but I mean it's fun. It's good for a first stream, first starting doing these again. Now I'm painting in some light and just doing some darks on the bottom. Just keeping it loose. Yeah, we'll do a lighter color now. Again, Windows adds all these things that they think are helping you, but they're not. All these mistakes, these slashes that appear, you start to tone them down and paint over them, and they kind of add some noise to the model, to the texture, kind of like. Dark grout line. Oops, crap, why does that keep happening? I think I've got touch on my Wacom tablet. No, I do have touch. How do I disable touch? There we go, touch off. There we go. Jack Flash says, why use Photoshop for 2D graphics? Photoshop is a 2D application, so kind of makes sense. I mean, for 3D, you would use a 3D software, right? Like Maya or 3D Studio Max or ZBrush, but inherently, I mean, Photoshop is 2D, right? Am I, unless there's something I'm missing here, but Photoshop, yeah, is a raster-based photo manipulation software, kind of meant for 2D stuff. Let me know what I'm missing here. Oh, they deleted their question. There we go. We started out rough, but now we're starting to have more fun, I think. I'm starting to have more fun with it. So I think I want to do some more noise altogether. So I'm going to look for a brush that has more like splotchiness to it. A new layer here. Let's see what kind of weird brushes we have. Let's see, wet media brushes. Here we go. Kyle's paint box. What does this one do? What does this one do? Doesn't do anything. I think you have to have colors. Kyle's Real Oils. There we go. That one's interesting. Impressionist Blender. That's a blender, so I think it has to have colors on it. Dry media brushes. Let's try these. We need like a scattery brush. That one's kind of cool. Let's do this one really big. Turn it down to like 1%. There we go. There we go. So that's kind of creating a little bit of random splotches to it. I'll put a couple here and there. Now this should just offset that one layer. Yep. Okay. Splotch it around a little bit. Get some random patterns here. Okay, okay. All right, all right. I can kind of get behind that a little bit more. Starting to look a little bit more like get a little pattern on their little bricky. Let's just front. I'm just gonna try this. This may not be. Oh, okay, okay. This is gonna work. So now we did some darks. Now I'm gonna do some light splotches before we flatten it out. Okay. Digging it. A little texture work. Okay, so now we're cruising. Now we're cruising. Now I'm gonna keep this messy brush. Go back down. Now we need to clean up some of this grout that I kind of messed up. 50% maybe. Sergeant Slaughter says that's a nice waltzer. It didn't start out nice, but I think we're starting to get there. But thank you, Sergeant Slaughter. Okay, so I think we might try using not the smudge. We're gonna try the dodge and burn. Let's use the burn tool. We're gonna try and see how this works. Darken up some of these shadow edges. Oops. Interesting. Why is this not? Weird. There we go. Dodge, sponge. And we're going to use a little bit of the dodge tool to do the highlights, and then we're going to paint on some, like paint in some of the edges a little bit. Be gentle with this one, where the light is kind of hitting up from above. Right. Okay, just for fun, let's see how this is going to look in... see how it looks in Maya. This crack is going to be super standoutish. We may want to dumb that down a little bit, but let's do this. Let's go to JPEG. Brick texture, gonna pop open Maya here. Create a polyplane. Create a Lambert, we want a flat texture. Name it brick. He bricks over blocks, that's true. Holy crap. I didn't even think about that. It's true. I do love bricks. Seems to be my life right now, bricks. Where was my texture? Where did I put that folder? Didn't I just create a folder called texture, or was it a new folder? Did I not have anything in it? Probably. That is what I did. Okay. All right, here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so there is the texture in Maya. I need to clean up the grout. Looking a little bit 3D. Let's see now. Go to our UV editor. Yep, so that you can see that repeating slash in it. So that's one of those things to look at. So you've got that repeating slash, some of these bright spots. I could dumb that down a little bit. But for a quick down and dirty tiling texture, like practice, not too bad. I might clean up that slash a little bit. This slash right there. So here's how we're gonna do it. Let's try this. Just for fun, let's use the patch tool. We'll grab a chunk of this. And grab a chunk of another one. Boom. Okay. So we patched out that. Patch out this section too. There we go. Get rid of some of these that are extra heavy duty. And then we've got spots like this overly ripe spot. Make it a little bit darker. Let's try it now. Turns out all these cool little extra features I had just weren't paying off. This one's a little bright up here. Make the whole thing a little bit more uniform real quick. All right, let's see how that does. Oops. Save it over the same one. Yes. Okay. Now let's check this out. Reload the texture. All right, there we go. So now I'm looking for anything that is kind of super repeaty. Now there is this brick right here with this little edge on it, but that looks a lot less repeaty. Make a worn wall texture. Yeah, so the more worn you make it with more unique bricks, the more it repeats and it looks bad. So if you have a larger texture, you can have those more repeatable worn look. But yeah, next time we'll do a worn look. I'm gonna start doing these every Tuesday. Just a 30 to 40 minute speed practice. It's been, I swear, it's probably been a couple years since I've done these consistently. And it's just a good, fun practice to get your hand used to the Wacom tablet, the hand used to making art. Not warm. Worm texture. You want to see the worm one? I did do a worm one before. Let me see if I can find it. Actually, it's on that front image. I have done worms. I've done toes. I've done pumpkins. I've done a lot. All right, that's my stream for today, everybody. Go check out Bricks or Blocks on Steam. Link will be in the description. Garn, thanks for hanging out. Excited to see your brick texture. Everyone have a great day.